Hi, I've put together this little demonstration of how to use TurboCAD to design bodywork on a historic car. Now, I'm not very good at drawing, so I thought I'd see if there was some features of TurboCAD that would help. And I found this feature called meshes. They're not particularly easy to use, but I'll give you a sort of insight into how I've achieved so far. Here is a model of a car. It's not meant to be anything. It's just something I picked up off the internet. It's a Monoposto outline. But what I've done is you can look at it in elevation and plan. And in plan, you can see that I've put in some of these ribs. These ribs are meant to be a potential buck, and if you put them in a cross section you can see the ribs individually there. This could be any design of any car, and I've chosen the tail of a Monoposto because it looks particularly difficult to fabricate, and I just wanted to know what the techniques were. So started off with that, covered it in a mesh, and this mesh is, you can see in section, covers the whole thing. It's just like taking a piece of aluminium and bending it and shaping it to the shape to the buck. In fact, I did it in 4 parts. 2 upper right and left quadrant, 2 lower right and left quadrants. So that's that. I went one stage further. You can only do this thing in sections, so what I did was I looked at the tail, the very tail of it. So I've split it up into effectively four sections for the front part of the tail and 4 sections for the rear part of the tail. And the next stage was really to merge these two. Here's the 4 tail sections and 4 middle sections, and you can do things like, for example, if I want to make this solid, for example, this is now a solid model, and you could delete all these guidelines, but for the purposes of just demonstration, we'll keep them in just now. And what I'll do is you can rotate the model to any place that you want, for example like that, and you can rotate that model and see how it looks. But remember, there's some joins there between the various sections, so you just got to, just like there would be in real life, you can look at various views of it. I've got several 3D views preset up here. There's one, there's another, there's another, and there's another. I've not filled in the bit at the back, the very back, but that doesn't, for the demonstration here, it doesn't really matter. Another thing you can do with this, now that you've got it in model form, is you can remove all the colouring and solid shape to it, and you can basically edit it just like any other thing. There's the mesh that makes up that bit. You can take that panel off, for example, or you can put it back, or you can look at it again and you can look at that particular panel in as just on its own and with its solid colouring